Fooling around with a little drop D. I got the Danocaster Telecaster with the Voodoo pickups. Finally figured out what those are. They're the Voodoo pickups. These are supposed to be really sought after. Just a straight telly, but a damn good one. I love this guitar. That was the Princeton Reverb with the treble on 4.5, the bass on 4, almost. The tremolo intensity on 6, speed on 0, volume on like 2 or 2.5. So that's what that sounds like. I'll go ahead and turn this tremolo off a little bit, but that's the back pickup. It's fun to mess around with that, that kind of stuff. No extra charge for mistakes. I love that sound, that kind of drop D, you know, swampy, bluesy kind of sound. It's so much fun. The trick to that stuff, and the trick actually, to be honest with you, the trick to playing with reverb and delay and tremolo is you have to play in a way to where those effects are able to be heard. If you play a lot of notes with a lot of reverb or a lot of delay or a lot of tremolo, you're not going to be able to hear it. Actually, let me turn this back on. Of course, right on cue, here's the train, the old East Nashville train. Man, it's been kind of a rainy day here today. I've been kind of laying around, not doing a whole lot. Been working my ass off, man. Thank you guys so much for the donations. I'm gonna probably move the tip jug up to the top of the list, as well as the TrueFire courses and Artist Works. Please check those out, friends. I know I don't push up on y'all much, but gotta promote those courses. This is good stuff, man. I mean, we're not just saying, hey, check out the courses. We've gone down and spent a lot of time working on these things. At least check out In the Jam and this stuff. It's really cool technology and a lot of fun. So I'm gonna talk a little bit more about some of this stuff. The Uncle Larry thing, man, we just keep getting closer and closer to releasing that. We're eventually going to tell you a date, and then we're just going to promote the shit out of this thing. So we want people to hear this record. And I also want you guys to check out the live stuff that we've been doing at the Underdog with the trio. We got a lot of cool stuff that's in the works. So working hard, man, just trying to figure out, there's so much noise in the world that it's hard to cut through. And we want to cut through with these projects, which means we have to hire some badasses to help us promote it. So any help, I know it's kind of like panhandling, but we're going old school, man. If any help, really, we really appreciate the guys that we had some amazing donations on the last video we did. So I really appreciate that. Anyway, getting back to the real shit here. I love that chord too. Drop D, there's an F. F major 7 kind of thing. That's a G7. C. B flat. This D stuff's so much fun. But what I'm saying is about the tremolo. Watch. If I do this, you can hear the effect, right? If I do this, you know. Okay, that's a lot of garbage, but you can't hear the tremolo. So why even have it on at that point? So if I do something like this, you know, like this riff I did at the beginning. I gotta pause somewhere. Especially here. Okay, that's a great place right there to pause. I can play a couple licks. That's not going to kill you, but you want to have that pause. If I'm playing with a lot of reverb, you know, be able to hear it. That major third. That's fun stuff. But so I wanted to and again, man, look, the stuff I play at the beginning of these videos might have nothing to do with the lesson, right? So, and this is just random stuff we're throwing out here. Let's go to A major. Okay, so the title of this lesson, I think, is going to have something to do with the pentatonic. But I wanted to just show you, man, just some ways to get off of like all the stuff I've been harping on and everything. to get back to like something simple like the pentatonic. Even with the pentatonic, you still have to target these right notes for the phrasing, right? Again, I'm going to show you this exercise. I think this is really helpful. Okay, again, what that is that's 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 1. I'm taking that natural 7 out because that's not a chord tone on the major, right? So if I start on the high E, that's the C shape. If I start on here's the D shape. Here's the E shape. Here's the G shape. Now this is starting to get your ear hearing how to land on those chord tones. So again, if I'm just playing the pentatonic, you know, you still have to incorporate some phrasing here. I see a lot of guys, I'm not going to say who they are, no, I'm just kidding. I see a lot of guys kind of like, you know, they're still lost, basically. So what we need to do is dial this in, man. Get into these little exercises that I'm showing you. That's a great one. I love that one because it sounds like music right off the bat. Playing the pentatonic. Here's a great way to memorize the pentatonic pattern. Now that's Mixolydian right there. I hate to tell you, watch. That's the sound. That's the A7 sound. Right, so watch. D. A. E. D. Right? That's the whole thing right there. You should be able to sit down and play that and rock out, old school rock out, Chuck Berry. That kind of stuff, the surf stuff, you know. That's what people should be doing right there. Yeah, if I'm getting down to some serious shit here, just sit and do stuff like that. I mean, that is like jamming and having. I mean, that's the most fun I've had in. I mean, that's fun. I mean, the surf music, old rock and roll. Learn some of these classic licks. Hey, man, sit around and learn, you know, I realize playing that, I'm probably going to get copyright infringement on this YouTube video because, man, it picks up any little melody you play. But you'll learn When the Saints Go Marching In, learn any of that kind of stuff. So, you know, there's that. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, getting back to the pentatonic stuff here. I mean, even just those little phrases. Right? We're using the pentatonic to get to... Those are phrases, right? that stuff. That's right out of Pentatonic. But you got to kind of, these little phrases. Get into a little rhythm like that. I do that stuff all the time with the trio, getting into these little rhythmic things where everybody's kind of like churning together and creating some energy and some tension. This kind of stuff, like, show you another cool trick in a minute.